calling the rebels, the outsiders, the misfits who are sick of hiding and toning it down and being who they aren't. If you're a woman who's a total badass at what you do, business, art, healing, whatever it is, but you're constantly being told by other people to try to fit in with everyone else, then I need you to listen to this video till the very end, okay? Seriously. Okay, so I get it. You don't fit in, and you never have. You're like the square peg in, trying to fit into the round hole, and it ain't gonna happen, okay? You're creative, you're crazy smart, you're savvy, you're mega witty, and people are like in total awe of you when they get to know you, okay? The only problem is that society wants you to tone it down, okay? Here's the truth though, you're a born leader, you're a fucking visionary, and there is no damn way that you're gonna tone that down, okay? You just can't. So think of it this way, how can you attract the perfect clients if you're a dumbed down version of yourself that everyone just sees as part of the herd, okay? To stand out, you've got to be that superstar that you were born to be, okay? That visionary. How does that start? Well, I'm about to share that with you, okay? But before I jump in, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Evgeny Schultz, and this is who I was, okay? Growing up in school, I was the kid who was always a little bit different, like a little misfitty. I always felt like a freak, and at the same time, I was a trendsetter. Like I would do all these things, and they would catch on, right? So even though I was being made fun of, I felt like a total outcast. Like I remember in the 90s wearing whatever Argyle socks and my grandpa's shirts to school, right? And then over the next couple weeks seeing lots of people wearing the same thing, right? Or having I had this backpack, a plaid backpack that was so cool and weird, and all these people started getting similar ones, right? So, or when I would dye my hair, right? So if initially I was ridiculed for it, and then it would catch on like wildfire and people would adopt my style. So it was kind of confusing, right? So eventually I couldn't stand being made fun of. It felt like shit, right? So I decided to become a Brenda Blendon instead. That just felt much safer. It left me feeling, though I felt safer, I was totally frustrated, I was sad, and I felt like I was censoring who I was, like I was only showing part of who I was. And I'm sure you have felt this too at some level, throughout your life. And I thought for a very long time that it was safer for me to just fit in with everyone else, and that being a misfit was what kept me from being unpopular and totally riddled with angst and anxiety all the time. And it actually wasn't until college that I realized that I could dress in my own distinct way, and that as long as it was something I really genuinely loved, I looked really cool, I looked good. And after that, it took me a few more years after that to be able to look in the mirror and be like, damn, I feel good. I am so effing, giddy and grateful to be different, right? So it took a while, but that did sink in. So what happened is I started with the simplest change. Now, changing your beliefs and mindset is amazing, but I want to tell you right now, it's like the hardest thing to do. That can be the hardest thing to do. The easiest thing to do is to start dressing how you were born to dress, okay? Start dressing the way you want to dress. Become that badass person that you want to be, and this is how you do it, okay? So first, you find your unique style. Not the style that fashion magazines, are telling you should have. It's vital to work with someone who's an expert at this and knows exactly what to do, and someone who actually gets you, okay? That is vital. The second thing is to start to understand what clothes are in alignment with you, with your energy, and what silhouettes, what blueprints look just kick-ass and amazing on you, okay? The third thing is to begin feeling beautiful. And this happens by surrounding yourself with your own beauty and with things you adore, okay? And I know you've always thought that, this is superficial fluff. You have an aesthetic eye, but you may think that this whole beauty thing, that style thing, is just, totally vain. You might think that initially. But I want to tell you that the results, they stand and speak for themselves. Seriously. So if you want an example, look at Bjork or Lady Gaga, right? Brazen, outspoken women who have taken the planet by storm by speaking their truth, by being daring, by dressing differently, by acting differently, basically by being the square peg in the round hole, just like you and just like me, okay? Owning the shit out of that. So what separates them from from you right now or from me, back in the day? Well, it's actually knowing how to properly put ourselves out there. So when I did this for myself, the results were mind-blowing. They were astounding. I felt so amazing, and that's when I actually, when I realized this was like my superpower, that's when I launched my business, Technicolor Priestess. Where I help with because this fully expressed icon is my version of of that is called Technicolor Priestess. So my entire life's mission now is to ensure that women around the world, just like you and me, can embrace their inner weirdness, embrace their inner badass, and become the person that they were truly born to be from the inside out. So the leader, the visionary who goes out there and changes the world in her own distinct way. Ugh. So how do you get started with something like this? Well, it's actually quite simple. I teach people how to do this. This is my jam. This is what I do. If your interest is even slightly piqued for working with me, for learning more, and understanding how you can transform yourself into an internationally renowned, iconic visionary, here's what you do next, okay? So we start working together. Yeah! But you might be thinking, okay, Ajani, what does it entail? How much does it cost, right? So the investment for anyone who wants to do my Be the Icon shopping and photo shoot adventure and experience deep transformation with me is $7,000 at the moment, okay? So here's the thing though, I don't work with anyone, okay? I have a select group of iconic visionaries I work with one-on-one and, to help them one-on-one. And here's the skinny, okay? So this program, it includes going to either Paris or Miami. So I have 2 slots in Paris, 1 in Miami in April. When you get there, you get picked up from the airport like the total freaking iconic visionary that you are. You get dropped off at your lodging. We have an entire freaking magical day of shopping your what I call style essence and getting very clear on what it is that you want to express in your photo shoot. Okay. I wine and dine you in a way. I'm taking you to lunch. Everything is taken care of for you. You have nothing to worry about, okay? On the day, you get a spa treatment to prepare for your big shoot, right? You're gonna be so solid, prepared with your outfits and your looks and the energy, right? We're totally preparing you energetically for this big transition. And then on the 3rd day, because we spend 3 days together in the trenches, which is, that's a lot of time together. It's pretty intensive. And then day 3 is you totally working it for the camera. I'm there making sure that your vision is totally being honored during the shoot, okay? So it's 3 days of us just taking you through the space of total transformation, and believe me, you can feel it, okay? So it's an amazing opportunity. But in order to even, begin that, we have to speak. And for us to speak, all you have to do is click the book session button below. So it's a paid session, and that is because I only want to speak to women who are totally serious, who are like peeing their pants excited about this. And this is what I find, separates the dabblers and the sort of, the people who are maybe wannabeing it right now a little bit in their business to the I'm ins and then the I'm on my ways, okay? The women who are fucking doing it. So if you click the button below, you'll be taken to a secure page. All you'll have to do is pay a 10% deposit for this, okay? That's it. So $700 today to book your 45-minute session with me, and we're gonna have a chat and see if we're a perfect fit for one another. Like I said, it's 3 days, it's a deep transformation, lots happening, so we wanna make sure that we're a perfect match, okay? So you may be ready to jump in right now, which is totally amazing, but I might not be there yet because I want to know you a little bit more, right? Or I might not be there yet, or you might want to speak to me because once you do, you might realize that I'm actually not the right person for you, right? And I want to make sure that you get the best results. I want to make sure that you get the best support out there for you to become your iconic visionary that you were meant to be, that you were born to be, okay? So that's why this call is so important. So just click the button below, pay for the session, and after that you'll be taken over to my calendar, and you just select a time and date that works for you so we can hop on the horn and just jam it out, riff it out, and get acquainted for about 45 minutes and see if we're a good match, okay? So milady, if it turns out that we are not a good match, do not worry, I will refund you 100% of your money, no questions asked, and we will part as total homies, okay? So, translation, there is absolutely no risk, okay? So, if you truly want to become the iconic visionary that you know in your guts that you are destined to be, click below and let's get the party started, all right?